Okay, so you should be at a stage something like this where you've got your decorative part of your parametric picture frame done. You've got you've got the connections in that connect the inner frame to the outer frame. You might have some engravings on them. So now you need to add all the other parts that we will need to cut to laser cut. So first thing, so you should already have your frame laid out in an A2 sized workspace like this. If not, you'll need to create a new file and just make sure that it's set to 594 by 420 millimeters and that the color mode is RGB. And then you can just copy your frame into that. So now it's a layout problem. So if I'm going to I need to get the back on here as well. So in order to do that, I think I'm going to rotate this. So if you select the whole thing and you hover over by the corner, you can rotate it like that. And it should just lock into 90 degrees. Okay, but it's not going to. So I'm going to undo that. If you hold down the shift key while you rotate, then it will rotate in 45-degree increments. The only trouble is you have to make sure that before you let go of the shift key, you let go of the touchpad. Or you can, with it all selected, you can go over here to your transform section of the properties panel and you can just select 90. So you've got lots of options for rotating your shapes. And so I'm just going to put this up here. So next step is you need to go to Fusion and you need to make sketches of the other shapes. So I'm going to start at the back here. I like to have sketches turned off because then I'm not accidentally hovering over the sketch. I'm actually hovering over the body. So I want a sketch of this shape with the hole cut out. And by the way, this is my parametric frame. I've already resized it. And so I'm going to go create sketch. And then I go finish sketch. And now if I go down here, that's my sketch, and I'm going to rename it so I know which one it is, and when I download it, I'll know. So I'm going to call this back with hole. And now I can right click on that, and I can go save as DXF. I'll call it back with hole. And save. And I'm going to go over here to Adobe. And I'm going to open it. I'm not going to place it, I'm going to open it, because if I open it, then I get this box, and I can double check that it's set to original size and the scale is 1 unit is equal to 1 millimeter. So I'm going to click OK, and there's my back. So now all I have to do is go Command A to select it. You can probably just drag it in. And I'm just going to move it over here to get it out of the way. And now I'm just going to go and rotate it as well. Okay, so you now need to do this for all the other shapes. You will also need to go and change the, so I'm going to ungroup this first because I want the inside to be red. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to bring up the red. And I want the outside to be green. So I'm going to pause here and I will do the rest, and then we will come back to this video. Okay, so we're back. So you can see here I've got my front part of my picture frame here. I've got the back panel here. I've got the, this is what goes behind the picture to hold it in place. And then I've got 2 copies of my side stands. So I tried as much as possible to use the rotate tool and the to place my parts on one sheet of card, so I waste as little material as possible. If you can do that, that is great. If you need to use 2 pieces, then that's all right as well. But try to make the best use of the space possible. Okay, so now we have it ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to send it to Conduit. So what you need to do now is you need to go File. Actually, I'm just going to make sure this is all. So we're going to go Save As. And I'm going to suggest for now, save on your computer, because you're going to email it to Kundrit. So give it a name. So this is like Mr. Phil picture frame. And I'd like you to also put your class, so like 10A on there. And under format, you're going to save it as a PDF. The PDF will lock all the information the laser cutter needs into it. And then you can click save and save PDF. And then the last